And to be honest, I sold a lot of roses. I sold a lot. You ever seen the little flower stand beside the road, like a baker's dozen for $12? You've seen that? Roses?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're 25 at my stand. That's fine. We have the finest quality in fresh cut flowers. I don't still have the flower stand, but it was a lot of fun. And then in high school, I started DJing parties. Kind of like Casey up there. I would go around from wedding to wedding, and sometimes I would charge $600, $700 for a wedding to DJ it. I would do a lot of talking like this, and then eventually they would just pay me to start playing music, which was awesome. You know, that's good. To shut me up, they would pay me to get it. So then from there, people started knowing of me. They're like, Ray is is this planner guy. He likes to plan a lot of things. He likes to do businesses. So it became Rayland Productions. And you see the legal name of the company is still Rayland Productions Company. One of my friends, Jerry Cumbie, kid in my class, he called it, that's a Rayland Production. And it kind of stuck, and we've kept that name ever since. And the first things were DJ and group travel planning. So I would go out and I would charter a big motor coach like that, a 56-passenger. I would buy the tickets, the hotels, the meals, the accommodations, and then I would go with the group and tour guide them to wherever they're going. You know, maybe it's Disney for the day, St. Augustine for a 2-day trip. I would do a lot of research on the destinations, and I would figure all the costs. I would divide it out by the number of passengers, put in some minimums, and then maybe I would make $3, $4, $5, maybe $1,000. Sometimes I'd make more than that if I got lucky with being able to allocate coaches. And before long, there were enough trips that I said, you know what, maybe I should buy a motor coach. And to be honest, I always kind of liked the idea. What a bad idea. No, I'm kidding, but it was a bad idea these days. I feel like it's a bad idea. The thing was old when I bought it. It was a 1989 model. And to be honest, the thing, it broke down a lot. So I show you this nice little motor coach to say, do something that you love. And to me, the travel business is something that I love. The people business is something that I love. So there you see the original fabulous motor coach, which is the 1989 model. Fresh, full of rust, a lot of broken seats, a lot of other problems that we cannot call out right now. To be honest, we have a lot of problems. I broke down all the time. I would go out and I would pick up people. Sometimes I wouldn't have the money to fix the thing. The radiator would pour water out of it. I didn't have the money to replace the radiator. Maybe it's $2,000, so I would fill the radiator up with pepper. And the pepper, I found that out from an old mechanic, said, if the pepper builds up, then it will stop the leak just so slightly. So every 100 miles, maybe 125 miles, you would have to pull over because you'd lose water. It's dripping out. And I say, I'm so sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. Would you mind if I stop? Everyone, we're going to be taking a 15-minute break. Would you mind if we stop? So we pull into the gas station, let the people out. At the meantime, I would run to the gas station. I would fill up the bucket with water, go fill it up with water, then we'd take off again. Another 100 miles, and I'm so sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. The passengers never knew that anything was wrong. And sometimes we have to do those kind of things to stay in business and to make our dreams come true. The whole business started with me in the front right seat with that little box. That was an old office. Basically, I carried that box around, that and a laptop. Believe it or not, in 2004, laptops did exist. They weren't like the laptops today. That was a slow laptop. Honestly, you'd make it the 100 miles before something would open up. But the whole business remained inside of this box. Everything from the quarterly reports, the driver qualification files, the tax return, the schedulings, the bookings, basically all of the pro formas, all of the quotations, and believe it or not, that's a half-size box. It's just about this big. So my point is, it doesn't have to be glamorous to get the thing off the ground. There were a lot of times when things would happen and I just felt that I had to fix it, and often that was the toilet. Maybe about 3 weeks in, I had to remove the entire toilet out of this coach, and I had to take it to my mother's house and take it all apart on her floor. When she came home, she yelled and screamed at me. She was so upset because I had the toilet in parts all over my mother's kitchen floor. And the truth is, it just was a little bit some buildup. And I had to remove some of that buildup to get that toilet going. But we get the toilet going. We do what it takes to get the job done and to stay in business. The point is to do something that you love. In the motor coach business, you get to see some exciting scenery. And you get to go to some amazing places. And there is quite some beautiful parts of being in business. You get to experience the world from a panoramic sightseeing view. You get to go see the mountains. I've been across the country 4 times in a motor coach, just me personally. Florida to Los Angeles, across the top of Canada. Places that if I'm in some other job, if I'm doing something else, if I'm still selling watermelons for the family, I'm not getting to do those things. So I just encourage you to link what you do to your passion. At the same time, it isn't always so easy. You may break down sometimes. You notice that's the very same photo that just looks so beautiful. Now we are broken down. We need help. Help! We need help right here. So we're thankful that there were no passengers aboard to delay or delay, because believe it or not, customer service comes first. I went out in 2005 out Hurricane Katrina.